Hi guys, before we get started today, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you can stay tuned on all of our latest videos. Hi guys, Ranging Ranger here, and today we've got for you how to customize your Lightning Collection Power Morpher. So I got these BD15 stickers here, so we can put these on the Lightning Collection Power Morpher. But first we're going to paint this guy, so we need to actually take the plates off of him. We're going to remove our coin and then use him for a screw holder. On the back here you actually have 4 screws here. You have 2 here, and then you have 2 here on the sides. Those are a little bit more difficult to get off, but we're going to show you how to get them off. So let's do the 2 up top here. Our goal is to try to get this to look like a Legacy, but still have the original qualities that it has being the Lightning Collection Morpher. The different lights, the different sounds, the different voice actors. And there's our second one. Flip him around. I'm pretty excited because I got the stickers for the back of it, which will really make these look like a Legacy Morpher. The back of these Lightning Collection Morphers are pretty plain Jane. Take that screw out. So normally on your Legacy Morpher, you just have to take 4 screws out, but I think we're gonna have to take more screws out than that on this guy. They definitely are different. You're gonna want to move this guy down to get to these screws here. And then I'm pretty sure your top plate will come off. Taking these screws out now. I really like how this Morpher is a lot more cosplay friendly. It's a lot lighter. See, this first plate just came off. Take those 4 screws out right here. This is definitely different than the Legacy. Our plate right there. Take him off, put him down. All right, so now we need to figure out how to get to these other screws right here. You may actually have to take this apart more to get to those. So I'm taking these 4 screws out now. Don't let yourself get intimidated. It's just a couple of screws. And I definitely suggest using your power coin as a holder for the screws. It definitely helps out a lot. Take your time because you definitely don't want to damage the Morpher. And take it apart and forget how it goes back together. You definitely don't want to do that. Looks like this is wanting to come apart here, which is what we're going for. All right, so there are some wires in here, so we do need to be careful. Maybe we'll use this guy to help prop it up, like so. So where are these screws at that we're looking for? Oh, there they are right there. So this contraption just popped loose right here. Try to just keep the stuff together. We're gonna take this piece off right here. Like I said, don't be intimidated. It will all go back together. Take these last 2 screws out to get the plate off. All right, so now that we got those screws out, we'll close this up very carefully so we're not hindering any of the wiring. And then there's our last plate. So now our plates are free. If you didn't get a sticker set, I almost think that maybe you could masking tape this off, the parts that you don't want to repaint, but you might not have the best detail within that. So I suggest just getting a new sticker set. We're just gonna paint over both of these guys. So we're gonna do this outside to make sure that we don't get any paint anywhere. We're gonna do the back side first. Make sure you get a nice solid first coat on. Get the edges. Get the inside. Perfect. Now let's flip it. Get a good cover going. Better the prime, the better the paint's gonna stick. So always remember that. Now we're gonna let these dry for about 20 minutes, then come back to them. Alrighty, so now our primer is dried. Now we're gonna apply the paint. We're gonna do the same thing as before. We're gonna do the backs, and then we're gonna do the front. And then this is our silver we're using. Rust-Oleum, metallic finish. The shine on that guy. And that just looks great. We'll let that dry. So now we've got our painted plates. Don't these just look great? These got a great shine to them now. The backs are painted. These will look much more like our Legacy. All right, so let's get some stickers started. I'm actually gonna start here with the belt buckle and put our stickers here and on the sides. I'm actually gonna show you guys a little trick that I learned. We're gonna use this glass cleaner right here to put these stickers on. If you've never seen this trick before, it's quite interesting. What you do is you take a little bit of glass cleaner, spray a little bit on this Q-tip. Not too much, but just enough to get it wet. And let's spray a little bit where we're actually going to be putting the sticker. Now what this will let you do is this will allow you to move the sticker around without it sticking to the surface. I'm kind of using the dry side to kind of take excess off. So underneath we'll wet it with the glass cleaner. And then we'll stick our sticker on, which will make it easier to move around if we do need to make any adjustments. Very careful with the stickers. That's just a little trick that I learned to get your stickers on without necessarily having to peel them off. That looks great. Let's put our sides on. Might have to reapply the glass cleaner a couple times. Okay, see with that glass cleaner in there, I was able to actually scooch it around a little bit to get it perfectly square. I need a little bit more on this one. Doesn't that just look great? That just looks great. Really makes those sides pop, and then you got the Zoo Ranger in the middle, which really makes it look like the Sentai, which is nice. Let's put back together our Power Morpher. Maybe we should put the stickers on this first. Lots and lots of glass cleaner, guys. So that's the bottom. Make sure you know which plate the bottom is before you put your stickers on. You don't want your Power and Rangers in the wrong spot. So let's work on this bottom one. Let's apply our glass cleaner, and you want just enough on there. I think I might have just put a little bit too much on right now. Maybe reapply right in the groove a little bit. Okay, you got to be very careful with these stickers, guys. You don't want to break your brand new sticker. Okay, very carefully applying the stickers. These are not easy. Lots of glass cleaner, guys. Glass cleaner is what's really going to make this a lot easier in case you need to ever so slightly move them. The glass cleaner allows that to happen. Try the other one. Very carefully. There we have it. Now this is actually the most screen accurate you can get because they didn't actually have the black power bolts on the Morpher in the show. So this is actually the most screen accurate you could probably get it. All right, so we got this bolt on, like so. These bolts are a lot more difficult. Make sure you use lots of glass cleaner on these bolts, guys. These bolts are a lot more difficult. And there's our bolts on this guy. Be careful when you're peeling these stickers off, guys. And I'm finding it the easiest to kind of start at the tip of the bolt and then work your way into the groove, like so. And that doesn't look too bad at all. I've got a couple of like fingerprint marks on here right now, but that's looking pretty good. That doesn't look too bad. Alrighty. So now that we got our front plates on, let's put this thing back together. And remember, guys, so this is kind of how it's going to go on here. Start taking our screws. I'm actually wondering whether the paint's actually going to make this kind of stay together a little bit better. My plates seemed a little bit loose on this when I first got it. Maybe the paint will help out with that, keep a better connection. I feel like the screws are going in a bit more taut because of the paint. A little more screws left. A lot more screws with these Lightning Collection Morphers than the Legacy. Not saying that that's a bad thing, but you really got to take these things apart. Kind of like how user-friendly the Legacy Morpher was in that sense. Last screw for the plates. Make sure you're not stripping because you are screwing into plastic. Okay, now let's put our mechanism back together here. Sometimes I spin the screw in reverse just to make sure that I'm catching my threads properly so I'm not stripping out. Alrighty. And already that just seems so much shinier. Jason came in. Yeah, that just looks great. So let's put our stickers on the back now. Glass cleaner, glass cleaner, glass cleaner, guys. That immediately makes me feel better. Seeing this back of this Morpher look more like the Legacy is very satisfying. That already looks way closer to our legacy. Let's put these gold guys on. And you can kind of tell where I kind of forgot to put some glass cleaner, and you can definitely tell that that glass cleaner just helps out so much. Just kind of messed up the Z a little bit. Even with the glass cleaner, it's not necessarily perfect, guys, but it does help get the stickers off and move them if you need to. See, I was able to apply that and reapply it. And 2 of the gold ones on the back now. It's pretty close. These Z ones are definitely difficult on the back. And that looks pretty cool. I want to say that there's 2 more of these left on here. Oh, maybe there's 4 more left on here. Of course, the very last sticker gives me some issues. But that's what it looks like. Not necessarily the perfect sticker job, but it does the trick. Let's get a comparison going. So if we put the 2 next to each other, they are very similar within their finish now. At a distance, you almost couldn't tell which one is which. But this is our legacy, obviously, and this is our lightning. Let's look at the backs. See, now we've got the color strips here, there, the 2 red dots. This one doesn't have the gold Z. A lot more similar now. You know, they almost look like the same size at that point, at that ratio. But the Hasbro one is definitely bigger. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There's a link for the BD15 stickers down below in the description box. Again, I'm the Ranty Ranger.